Hello, and welcome to How to Choose a Model with VIVO using a CT. This tutorial picks up from where we ended with how to segment a CT with the VIVO system. We placed the segmentation points for the CT, as you can see here, and the Start Heart Segmentation button is highlighted. Start by pressing this button, and VIVO will go through a process of choosing the 3 best models to give to the user. This process can take approximately 1 to 2 minutes. Once the process completes, if heart segmentation is successful, a dialog box will appear which asks the user to select and align the best fitting model. If heart segmentation is not successful, a dialog box will appear instructing the user to perform a manual segmentation. We will discuss that in further detail later in the tutorial. So let's first move our box to the upper right-hand corner. And you can see that VIVO has chosen 3 models, which it thinks may match up well. And with a CT, in order to get to the area that you need to see the ventricular outline, you're going to have to scroll wheel backwards all the way until you can start seeing the ventricular outline in your DICOM image, as we've done here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is highlight the top model and press inspect. And you can see here the outline lines up fairly well with the right ventricle. That's basically how it should look over there on the right side. The left ventricle, you can see this wall, lateral wall, is going to need to come out a little bit to truly encompass the entire left ventricle. All in all, not a whole lot of work to be done here. I think this would be a pretty good choice. We'll select model 2 and inspect that and see. So model 2, again, not too bad, but you can see it doesn't line up as well on the right-hand side, and it doesn't line up on the left-hand side. So in this case, the first model was probably actually a little better. And we'll take a look at this third one. And this one is definitely not as good as either of the first 2, because you can see it doesn't match up very well here or here. And that's going to cost you extra time during the alignment process. So let's choose model 1, which I think was our best. And then we would choose select model. And then you're going to have a dialog box pop up in the center and tell you that segmentation has completed. You just click OK. And next thing you would do is click Edit Model. And then you are able to go ahead and start your alignment process. And that will be discussed in the next tutorial. So now on to the topic of the automatic heart segmentation did not complete successfully and you have to do a manual segmentation. You would have received a box that said manual segmentation required. What you would do here is make sure that segment heart is clicked in the upper right hand corner, and you'll see a box down here that says manual segmentation. You would click the drop down menu and you can see all the models that you have available to choose from. And you would start with model 1 and go through the exact process that we did with the previous models that were provided by the system. So you would click manual select model and give this about 5 to 7 seconds to update. You can see it change over here, and just know that when you click on this button, it does not automatically change. You have to give it roughly 5 to 7 seconds. So you would go through that process again, just looking right here. This model matches up very well. Go to the next model, manual select model. it gives you another model, you look at that one, and so on and so forth. The exact same process you follow for whether it auto segments or whether you do it manually. So the main goal here is to spend the least amount of time possible on your alignment, and that is accomplished by picking the outline, ventricular outline that matches up the best with your DICOM. The alignment process can be time consuming at first when you are learning, and VIVO learns how you move your outline and has to adapt to that. So by picking the best fitting model, you're saving yourself some time. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for your time and attention.